behind me is the canopy of a pristine tropical forest in the heart of Guyana. If you want to see how I got here, you need to keep on watching. Welcome back to Brainrotting.
In the last episode, you left me crossing the Amazon. Well, I've arrived in the town of Macapa, and it just so happens to be on the equator.
Now, the Brazilians love concrete, and they've built this wonderful monument here and a roundabout around it, but according to my GPS, the equator is actually 70 metres in that direction. I don't think I've got the heart to tell anyone.
I left Macapa to travel along a road which has become infamous within the motorcycling community, the BR156. Now I'm dropping the air pressure of the tyres, getting ready for the dirt road. Why are you doing that, you might ask?
Because it's here at the junction with Kaieteur that the BR156 turns from asphalt into this.
Now this is the dry season. Imagine what this would be like if it started to rain.
In fact, can you hear that thunder? Doesn't sound good, does it? Oh my God, I've got to get through this. Have a look. Oh my God, this is.
And you can guarantee that at times like this, a local will pass by and show you up as he effortlessly rides past you on his 125cc motorcycle.
That's one way to deal with the mud.
Yep, these kids have definitely got the right idea.
I've got 58 kilometres to go, and look what I can see ahead of me. That's definitely tarmac, isn't it? That is tarmac.
And the tarmac continued for 60 kilometres all the way to Oiapoque. And once in Oiapoque, I had to find myself a boat to cross the river and the border to French Guiana.
Right, it's time to load the bike up on a boat. These two guys behind me going to help out. Apparently they've got enough muscles to lift my mighty beast of a bike.
Packing your beloved motorcycle onto boats like this isn't for the faint-hearted. And for my fellow motorcyclists out there, if you're waiting for them to finish building the bridge across this river, don't hold your breath. And I suspect the Amerindian family, quietly enjoying a picnic by the river, had better things to do that day than to lift my motorcycle onto dry land.
This is where I watch my motorcycle go in the water.
So your motorcycling hero crossed into French Guiana, where I enjoyed stunning views of the tropical forest and burnt out Brazilian vehicles.
Well, it's been a while since I did this. I've just dusted the tent off. I think it's the first time I've camped in South America, which is pretty poor for an adventurer. So you've probably worked out by now that I'm a bit of a city slicker when it comes to outdoor adventure. Well, tonight I'm enjoying the sights and the sounds of the jungle. I know the camera can't pick up what I'm seeing here, but I'm right on the edge of a river. In fact, if I put my arm out this far, it's already over the edge of the water. And I'm on the curve of the river, which goes around like this. And in front of me is the jungle. But hopefully the camcorder can pick up the sound that I go to sleep to every night, the animals out here. Can you hear that?
French Guiana is also home to the Ariane International Space Centre, where you can enjoy a free guided tour, only available in French, whilst you're reading the informative supporting literature. Yep, you've guessed it, only available in French. And then this happened.
Oh, I thought I should say something to camera, even though I don't feel like it. French Guiana, a town called Mana, and the bike won't start. It could be caused by the poor fuel, and therefore, as I said, the injectors and fuel filter are shot. It could be my valves, it could be something completely different. Or it could be something to do with the Moditech unit. Anyway, whatever it is, the bike won't fire up. I've got about €10 in my pocket. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I've got very little water left, and I'm struggling. So the bike's broken down. I've got no idea what the problem is. I've abandoned it about 40 kilometres away from here, and some friends have kindly put me up for the night. So all I can do now is send an SOS message out to all my brain-rotting followers and hope that somebody out there can help me diagnose what the problem is. And your response was unbelievable and helped me to diagnose a failing fuel pump. But who towed me to a local mechanics and who provided me with shelter in my hour of need? My heroes, Roland and Sophie. And whilst you're in French Guiana, you can't miss the opportunity to visit the transportation camps, made famous by Henri Charrière and of course and then it was another river, another ferry and another border. So as I enter Suriname, notice how I've managed to train my horn to say the word "kamp." Paramaribo has some beautiful colonial wooden architecture. Some buildings have been painstakingly restored, while others could do with a lick of paint. Perfect. So about every 15,000 miles I need to change these for a new one. You might say, what's wrong with this? Take a look. And as for the state of my chain...
Good.
Bad chain?
Yes, it's bad. The material is not good.
And then you guessed it. Yep, it was another river, another ferry and another border. Well, that turned out to be one of my more tricky border crossings. Turns out you need insurance before you can ride in Guyana, and of course idiot bloke here didn't know that. So I wasn't allowed to leave the compound here until I purchased some insurance from the town about 8 miles away. Luckily they took pity on me, drove me there. I've come back, completed the paperwork, and I've just registered with the police here at Molson Creek, and I'm free to get on the road and head on towards Georgetown. And whilst in Georgetown I picked up my new fuel pump. Alright, time to see if the fuel pump works. First time. Guyana has one of the highest levels of biodiversity in the world. Below us here is the Guyana Shield. Unlike other areas of South America, over 70% of the natural habitat remains pristine, untouched by humans. Right, it's time to land. Let's go and take a look around. And this is why I'm here. 5 times higher than Niagara, Kaieteur Falls are one of the largest waterfalls in the world. And now another motorcycling challenge awaits me, the road to Lethem. Well, I'm at Linden, it's the last fuel stop before heading to the jungle, so chance to fill up, and I'm carrying about 3 extra gallons of fuel now, which I hope will get me to the border. Well, this is it, the tarmac runs out here. What lies ahead now is the road to Lethem and the border with Brazil. It's about 460 kilometres of dirt now, which is, I think, if I do my maths correctly, about 260 miles. So it's time to let the air out the tyres and see how I get on. There's plenty of rare wildlife on the road too. Like this Kiwi, Carlston, who I spotted riding in the opposite direction on his KLR. Unbelievable. It's made my day. I've just been riding up this road. I think you can probably tell that the jungle is enclosed the road here, and just in front of me a jaguar jumped out and ran up the road, obviously far too quickly for me to pick my camera up, but that's such a rare sight and something that I really hoped I would see but didn't think I would, and there it was right in front of me. Very stocky animal, really powerful, and yeah, incredible.
Whilst I was out here, I thought I'd pay a visit to the Oiapoque Lodge. Even though I got up at sunrise to enjoy a tour of the canopy walkway, the only wildlife I was rewarded with seeing were army ants. So this has been a rather long brain rotting episode, and there's only one thing missing.
Well, as you can no doubt smell, I've just got out of the shower, and don't I scrub up well? Well, this month's toilet of the month is a little bit special. If I can just make my way around the corner here, it's pitch black as you can see. Let's just see, I might just have to ruin the illusion, so I'll try and mind my step and turn the light on here. Oh, there we go. So behind me here is the shower. If we step out into it, what you won't be able to notice is that it's actually an open air shower. If I'm quiet for just one moment, perhaps we can listen to the soundtrack. Not bad, huh? So, my shower under the stars in the tropical forest of Guyana, the Oiapoque Lodge, is this month's toilet of the month.